Hi, thanks for coming back. So, today there's something on the horizon that's not good that we need to change. It has to do with a guy's confidence, or should I say, lack of confidence and his doubt when it comes to a girl, when it comes to life, when it comes to going after what he loves to do. And I want to talk a little bit about why that's even there. It's not that I'm taking the responsibility off you guys who don't have the confidence, but I want to show you where the root of it is. If a guy has no confidence, it means he's been a pincushion for his mother in some sense of way. So either she's criticized him, attacked his ideas or his thoughts, definitely hovering over the poor guy for most of his life, which then gets him to doubt himself and gets him to go in a loop of needing her opinion, expertise, and approval on anything he's thinking of, on anything he's deciding to do, anyone he's going after, or even especially after he's picked or selected a girl and he's brought her home, he'll want to know her take. Because in a sense, she's like God, like she sees all and knows all. It is so handicapping for a guy. And the reason the mother is doing this is because right now, you as a dude kind of are taking over and becoming a surrogate husband in some sense or way, which means either her husband is not emotionally available or has deceased or has left or is abusive and you're not. So this being the most crippling thing for you as a guy, as a launching pad in your life, to have it be quicksand where you try to take a step and you sink and you try to get a step and you sink. It's not that your mother is consciously putting you down because she wants to handicap you. She wants you to need her because she needs you. When someone needs you, they make you think that you need them. They need to in order for you to be together, to secure that they will have you. So I challenge you, boys, you guys, to start with not sharing so much. Just taking your own dick in your hand and making your own decisions. Take it through and then show her the results, especially if you're living under her roof. I understand you're not going to be able to escape the energy, the stiflingness. You got to understand, as long as you're living under her roof, you're not going to sprout your own dick apart from her, in the sense that your wings are clipped. You're not going to grow a callus of toughness to handle people's shit when they don't like something about you. Where with a guy who's solid and intact, knows what he's all about, doesn't give a fuck if someone doesn't like his shit. He doesn't care if she said the word no. It doesn't hurt him in his body. He doesn't feel feverish and die. And you know, what's really handicapping this whole thing, that's making it even more challenging, is the labels that I just heard recently. I was on a radio talk show yesterday, and I could not believe what the guy told me, because we're talking about relationship issues today and what's gone wrong and haywire. And he's like, well, yeah, now when a guy actually opens a door and acts like a regular guy, like a true blue noble knight type thing, rare in today's kind of arena, since the guys are equal to the girls. So it's like two soldiers running by. There's no romance energy, because only opposites attract with the romance. It's not two masculine energies, even the same sex, masculine or feminine. You have equality in the romantic arena, and you've just leveled off the playing field. And why the fuck would you want to do that when you're dealing with hills and valleys of a woman's mentality and her whole makeup, I don't know. Because you just ruined that whole explore business. You just ruined that whole journey. You level off the playing field, and now you guys are like two football buddies, one with boobs. Like, so what? There's no romance in equality. I'll repeat this. There is no romance in equality in the romantic arena. There's no romantic energy. There's no spark. You pay, I pay. That's not romantic. You go down on me, I'll go down on you. That's not romantic. And so he was telling me that now somehow this started to spread. If you're a guy that wants to be honorable, that's bold and opens a door, or is courteous and kind, but you're not an idiot, but you just cherish the female energy, you're called a simp. S-I-M-P-S, I think, a simp. Listen to the word simp. It sounds like wimp, with the connotation of a wimp. To be classified in a fucking label is like to say you're depressed. Depression is just expression stuck. That's all it is. It's like the blue screen of death. You're just frozen. It's depression. Now they've got a big umbrella of depression, well, these kind of fucking medications that numbs you to anything that stirs your shit, and also the magic of life. So you don't get high on anything naturally. You don't get sparked. You're like, yeah, it's a blue screen of death if I've ever seen one. So now, with these labels, it's making it even more difficult for a guy to find himself. And what's that doing? It's parting the ways for all the narcissists, manipulators, and the players to come and snatch the girls. Because the noble guys are now all confused and timid, and now they got this fucking label. So I'm like, why the fuck would I don't want to be a simp, and all that kind of thing. Like a puppet, they're maneuvering you guys. And your dick's shrinking by the second. Forget the balls. The girls have already taken your balls because they're acting like you. They're chasing you, right? They're chasing you. They're in charge. So you forget what it's like to even be in charge. Being in charge is a masculine energy. That's what a masculine energy does. It's logical, it strategizes, it's responsible, it's sacrificial. It'll do the fucking grind. Feminine energy is a receptive energy. It's passively magnetic. It lures you to us with just one look, just one smile, one penetrating look. I would ask a typical girl that is all in charge, feminism in that, if she has the balls, even though they're invisible, to actually look at a guy she likes for a good 5 seconds and smile. Because that takes balls. It doesn't take balls to walk up to a guy and say, hi, do you want to go out sometime, given we have the goods. It takes balls. For a girl who is in her feminine energy, she'd have to be very strong to be able to look at a guy and signal him to come and smile. That is being in charge. That is being at an elevated level of strength and power for a girl. And so now I ask you guys, how confusing it is. You don't even know to offer a bus seat to a nun that's female. Well, maybe a nun wouldn't take a fit, but like a teacher or, just a mother, you offer a seat. I don't know, especially a single girl. She's like, no, or open the door. She's like, I can get my own door. I can do my own gas. So you guys that are really solid are scared to even just say, hey, I love your smile. You just made my day. Because now you guys are all thrown in the kettle of male toxicity, but the male toxicity is really the narcissists and the manipulators and the players. And what this labeling business is doing is that it's making all you good guys back the fuck off, part the ways for the assholes to come and get the girls. And the girls, they don't want the guys who are passive because they become clingers. Grade 2 clingers. They're way too emotional They're not stronger internally because they're out of their element. They've been forced into a passive energy because as long as the girls are chasing you in a masculine energy, since only opposite energies attract, masculine to feminine, it's going to force you guys to be into a feminine energy just to keep the peace, because two masculines are going to bump heads. So we got a lot of cleaning up to do. So for right now, I would totally challenge you guys to stand thick in your dick mentality and just be a guy. Just be a fucking guy. And if you like what you see, you comment on what you see. Don't be timid to tell a girl, I think you're beautiful, and then just continue to walk on. Not needy, you're beautiful. I'd really like, I don't know if you're with a guy, you're mesmerizing. And beauty, by the way, just elevates everything in the world. You can tell her that. So she doesn't think she's being objectified, which is another thing they're putting in her head. It is an honor to be beautiful in any sense. And I don't just mean aesthetically. I mean, she can have a great laugh. She can just have an amazing personality. That's beauty. And beauty in any realm, whether it's a flower, whether it's a car, whether it's a girl running and she's like fit and shit, or whether she's a model and she's just slanky and just really, alluring in her fragile way. It doesn't matter. It raises your vibration. So guys, I implore you, do the right thing. Ground yourself, train, connect yourself to something you're really good at that, and bring that to the forefront. Don't let the media and symbols and labels, don't be part of a label. Be your own man. Show us what a man is. We need to know what a man is. Thank you for being here. And like me if you do. And subscribe if you want. And I'll see you next time.